Let me ask you this. Does starting a business feel like it's completely impossible for the season of life that you're in? You're just too dang busy between caring for your family, managing your home, and everything in between. It probably feels like there is no room to add to that, much less start a daggone business. But let me tell you, you can start small, stay focused, and build a business that honors God and serves your family, your goals, and your financial needs. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. I'm Emily. I'm a certified Christian life and business coach. Make sure to subscribe because every Friday we are specifically talking about faith-based entrepreneurship. Let's get right into it. I know what it feels like to have a God-given dream, but feel completely overwhelmed by the idea of starting that. I've reiterated my own coaching business. I've done 4 big pivots in my coaching business, and I have more to come, but it's just not the right season for what I have planned. And that's part of having a faith-based business and mindset to manage your business. Maybe you don't think you have enough time, resources, or even the right skills, but studies show that the average mom works the equivalent of 2.5 full-time jobs, managing her family and her home. Just that part. Just that portion, not much less for the moms that are entrepreneurs or working outside of the house, just with managing the kids, the husband, the house. 2.5 full-time jobs. No wonder it feels completely impossible to add one more thing to your plate. But let me reassure you, you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to jump from 0 to 7 figures. God equips those he calls. And if he is calling you and you are feeling compelled to take steps toward a dream, a launch, a business, or something in the like, there's a purpose in that. Proverbs 16:3 reminds us to commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. So we've got this. If he is calling us to it, you know the saying, he's going to see us through it. But how can we practically manage this calling and everything else? I've walked this path. I started my entrepreneur journey early in college with co-founding a company with my mom, and it was an apparel product company. So it was a product-based business. We had to figure out manufacturing and supply chain, packaging, sales, marketing. We took the product to trade shows and managed all that. It took a high level of upfront investment. And it was a feast or famine sales cycle because it was a winter apparel product. We were limited by time, investment challenges, manufacturing problems. It was a huge learning curve. Quality issues, returns, just like there was a lot of things to work out before it started running smoothly. And yeah, I will say, if you're going to start a products-based business, that is a all hands on deck type of situation. You need to have the margin in your life to manage a physical product-based business. It taught me so much. I really realized, while I was super proud of ultimately what we accomplished, the sales that we had, the success that we had, having a patent on something, like it was amazing, but I didn't enjoy the heavy involvement of how much time it took, of the management of everything. It just wasn't something that I came away super passionate about. And it was hard to manage it alongside graduating college, going to grad school, starting corporate life. And that was a pivot that we decided to make away from that business. Between undergrad and graduate school, though, on top of that, I also became a licensed real estate broker. Love real estate, absolutely love it. I loved helping families find their dream homes. I loved being able to look for my own homes. Like, it was amazing. But once I had children, I felt this crushing weight of time pressure, like showings during dinner time, all on the weekend. I never went on a vacation that was an actual vacation. It never felt it. And I think this is like known in the real estate world. When you go on vacation, you're going to have to deal with a deal. It happened every single time. When I was in full-time real estate stuff, every single vacation, I was having to work a deal the whole time because you are working around other people who have 9 to 5 jobs. And so when do they want to see houses? On their lunch break, after work, on the weekends. And when it's time to put a deal in, you got to work the deal. And that's a very time sensitive part. So your stuff has to go by the wayside. And I realized very quickly that, it just became nearly impossible for me to be present with my family, and I had no control over my time. So that was exhausting and was not going to be long lived. I since have kept my real estate brokerage license active, and I do it very sparingly for friends and family and myself, but not a full-time thing. I have always joked that when my kids are older, I would like to probably go back to it to some capacity and maybe just be very picky about the number of clients I have at any one time because I do truly love it. But then I had my corporate job. So when I graduated from undergrad, I got my real estate license. Then I was going to graduate school at night and working my corporate job. And I just realized like I did not like my corporate job. So I started to kind of side hustle during my corporate job in between school too. And I wanted to do things that were online that I felt like were more passive or ways that I could leverage my time better. So I dabbled in the MLM industry. I genuinely love the products that I promoted because I'm a health nut, and the products that I promoted were things that I was already using to help my health. And I had bona fide testimonies of how it helped me. And I'm very into health and fitness and wellness very much. So that was fun. But even though it was like scratching the itch of helping people, I just realized that I was building a business that could be taken. Like I wasn't manufacturing the product. If that company did something and went bankrupt, like my whole business was gone. And I just didn't like building my house on someone else's ground. That was not for me. And I just felt like it wasn't going to sustain my goals for long. And there was also the whole capture of like your income was, they say it's limitless or you have endless potential, but really no. I mean, you're still at the behest of their commission splits. And if they rework, which in the MLM industry, that's a common thing, they rework the commission splits. So it's like you could be having this type of book of business or sales and be making this much commission. They rework it and your commission just shrinks by simply them deciding to change. So I did not like that. It still felt like a corporate life. So these seasons taught me invaluable lessons about sales, marketing, customer relationships, what I valued as a business owner. I learned that I wanted a business I owned completely, a business that aligned with what God has put in me to be passionate about, which for me was coaching, and allowed me to scale my income, gave me freedom to prioritize my family, leverage the time, build the schedule that I wanted to. I didn't have to be beholden to someone else's time schedule or whatever they needed me to do. And so that led me really full force into coaching and digital entrepreneurship, online marketing. So how can you, as a busy Christian mom, start a business without feeling overwhelmed? And here are 5 strategies that I'm going to share with you that are going to help you pinpoint this and get your wheels turning. Number 1, I've kind of pointed out, but choose a sustainable business model. Not all businesses are created equal. Digital marketing products, affiliate marketing, online coaching are scalable, low cost, low barrier to entry, low upfront investment, and they're very flexible. Like you're in control of that. These models for you to start small and grow at your own pace are primo. And right now, the digital marketing industry is expected to grow into the trillions by 2030. It is a blast off industry right now. It's going crazy. Number 2 would be validate your idea before building it. What do I mean by this? Start by identifying a problem that you're wanting to solve. So clearly, if you clicked on this video, you're already wanting to start a business. You're wanting to do something. So you've already got your mind thinking about something you might be interested in doing. What problem is that thing solving? And what are the things that your audience are thinking about in order to want to buy that? Offer a simple solution to that problem. Maybe a checklist, an ebook, or a short workshop. Or if you're getting started with affiliate marketing, maybe there's something that you've purchased that changed the game for you. You love it and you've been thinking, I want to create something like this. But maybe you're not going to do a physical product business, but you can figure out how to be an affiliate for that thing. And affiliate marketing is basically commission. So if I go and share that I love this body wash, I could go to the company and say, hey, I'm going to promote this body wash because I absolutely love it. I love the ingredients you put in there. If I sell the body wash, would you give me a percent? Companies, this is normal. Tons of affiliate products. I'm sure any product that you use in your house right now, you could go to their website and there'd be a place to get affiliate information. So what is the problem that you're solving? You need to identify that and validate that people want a solution to that problem. You don't want to create something, make something that people don't care about, essentially. Number 3 would be to set smart boundaries. So treat your business like an appointment. Studies show that focused 25-minute work sessions are drastically increases productivity. So most of us, if you've been in the corporate world, you know everyone is not working 24/7. There's a lot of dead time at those offices. There's a lot of sitting around, staring at the screen, looking at your phone, walking around, talking to people. Like people are not working 24/7. So this 25-minute work session seems to be like the sweet spot set your timer. I'm going to focus on emails right now. I'm going to focus on researching this right now. I'm going to focus on making calls right now. And it shows to increase productivity drastically. And this is how I do things. So I have just my to-do list for the day, and I will literally set 25-minute timers. So I try to see, like, could I fit 2 of these in 25 minutes? I group those, like, I'll just put a bracket around those. So when I set my oven timer for 25 minutes, I just get down the brackets and get through my list for the day. It really helps. And working during nap time, working during lunch hour, these are perfect times that can fit in this type of task orientation to help you start making progress on these dreams. The fourth thing would be to capitalize on digital growth. I've mentioned this a couple times, but the global digital marketing industry is projected to be 1.5 trillion by 2030. So people are spending more time online than ever. COVID really up-ramped this because people realized a lot of businesses that they were doing face-to-face, paying for an office for, creating a physical thing for, they were able to digitize that and lower dramatically their monthly expenditures, and were able to truly leverage digital spaces to have higher profit margins and to launch new businesses altogether. It has truly opened the door for so many people in so many different life circumstances. There are so many people that travel, and they are able to travel. Why? Because their business is completely digital. Moms who work from home are still able to make executive level income. Why? Because they can literally run their business from their phone, and you can take that with you anywhere. This digital marketing industry is something that I would highly recommend looking into. I myself have had great success with this model, and digitizing my coaching, digitizing products that I sell, and offering those to people have been a great source of income for my family, and also serve to help me build out the business I want that's flexible for my family, and also scratches the itch of the passions and the skills and the things that God built in me to use and utilize. Number 5 would be to create systems early. So automate things. There's so many ways that you can connect your business digitally through email marketing, through social media ads. Like, you can learn all these things, and they're great tools for helping you figure out how to manage it as a solopreneur. I've been a solopreneur. There have been a few seasons where I've hired outside help, but it's been freelance. So like, I would hire someone to do my podcast editing. I had that for a while. I've had someone help me with my YouTube video editing. When I've been in a bind, I've hired people to help me put together marketing plans and things like that. And that's the beauty of this type of industry, because there are so many experts out there, so many ways in which you can automate your business, automate your sales, automate the systems to truly make your efforts to your business so precise. So you can have automations in the background, delivering the products to people, reaching out to people for their feedback, a system that sets up appointments if you're like a coach, for instance. So there's all these systems in place that we can utilize in this day and age. And that's why I feel like it's such a blessing for moms who have a calling and want to start a business. This is like a great time to be born in, because there are so many things at our fingertips on our phone. So many millionaire moms literally running their businesses from their phone during nap time, at the soccer practice, sitting in car line. Like, truly, there are so many options out there, and it pretty much is endless. So maybe you've been thinking, now isn't the right time, I'm too busy, what if I fail? But let me challenge you. What if starting now creates the freedom you have been literally praying for? Or it creates the outlet that you've been craving? So many people I know, I went to graduate school, and there's a lot of moms, you come away with all this education, you get into the corporate life, that was my journey, and you just realize it wasn't a match. But you still have this need to want to create, develop, contribute. And trust me, that's been my journey. I understand. So there are so many ways to leverage your time, even as a busy mom, even as a busy working mom, working parent. Like, there are so many different ways that you can take steps to start to make momentum toward those dreams. You don't need to have it all figured out. God honors the small beginnings. Zechariah 4:10 says, "Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin." Imagine the joy and the freedom you will feel when you take that first step, the momentum you'll get behind that, the excitement, and just imagine what your life would be like next year, this time, if you started taking steps every single day, each week, setting one new goal and tackling it. even as a crazy busy mom, to get this dream going, to get the momentum to launch this business, and maybe ways in which you can launch a business and an iteration of what you're dreaming of that you could start now. All those different experiences I had taught me something about myself and really honed in on where God was positioning me and what path He wanted me to take and what He wanted me to steward well and focus on in the season that I was in. My days before kids look totally different than they do now. My life, my values, the things I want to spend my time doing are totally different from then to now. And it will be the same for you. But if you never start, you're never going to know. If you're ready to take that first step, I want you to download in the link below my free Roadmap to 10K Blueprint. It's a clear step-by-step guide to starting a digital life business that supports your family, supports your dreams, helps you find your calling, and get you understanding this whole mechanics and how it could be just the perfect fit for you. Imagine your life a year from now, more time with your family, financially secure, and the freedom to follow God's prompting and His calling on your life. Start small, trust God. Take that step. If you're ready to dive deeper into launching a full-blown business, if you want to know, hey, I want to know about this digital way of life, this digital business launching, then I don't want you to miss Faith-Based Business Blueprint series that I am releasing over on my Substack. There's a ton of business launching tools to get your hiney in gear. Get through one of those tools each week, and you will be well on your way to underwhelmingly launching your business, your dream, in just a few short weeks. So stay tuned for the next video about how my coach earned $100,000 in 67 days by launching her digital business. Stay bold and keep building the life God is calling you to. Bye for now.